Okay, wake up, everybody. Everybody fell asleep.
That was amazing. Wow. I like it. That was beautiful.
Thank you. So this is the story of the flute. This that goes down through generations. Is a sacred object that many we call it a court flute. So let's say this young lady here, she lived in that teepee over there. Hold on, let me get my hands back. It's weird. If I could really do that, I could scratch my back real good. Yeah, right there. Lower. Okay, over there. Wait, hold on. There you go. Whew, yeah. So if you lived there, and I lived over there, and I liked you, then I couldn't go in the Apache culture. We can't go straight to you to talk to you. I have to go to your uncle or I can't go to your dad, can't go to your mom. I have to go to your uncle to talk to your uncle. And the reason why is because who could figure out why you would go to the uncle? Now we're a family community, so everybody kind of knows each other. Why would you go to the uncle? Any ideas?
Semi-neutral party.
Because they're gay.
There you go. You said it right. Right. Good old. You got it right. So, if your father's gonna talk you up, he probably wants to get you out of the teepee anyway. And mom, of course, the daughter could never do anything wrong, right? But the brother, the uncle, he's always watching from the distance, and he knows you. He's seen you running around and growing up and sees everything. Just like the aunt would go for the man, you have to go. And so you also never look at each other in traditionally. So if he gave you approval, okay, you still can't go in, but you can talk to her from outside the teepee. So a guy would get a flute, and he would play a song, and it would go something like this.
Wow, that's beautiful.
And then the young lady, thank you. And then the lady would stick her head out the teepee and wink at you or give you a smile. And then you knew, all right, I'm in there. Yeah, all right, yeah. Then you have to talk. The next thing is you have to bring, let me see, 10 buffalo, 5 horses, 10 chickens. I'm just kidding. But, you so, and all those Indian movies, how many people watch the old native movies, the old ones that, and whenever they show the natives, you hear dun 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 dun. Dun. How many remember that? Yeah. So just to show you how kind of brainwashed we are when we watch a TV or watch a Native American movie and you hear dun 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 dun, dun. What does that mean? The Indians are coming, right? Where did the Indians get the trumpets and the horns and where they get all that stuff to play that stuff? It's not even Native American. We don't have that stuff up in there. But in your mind, you know, the early filmers, they would take guys, actors, put them in paint. You know, they put them in paint and then stick a wig on, wrap it up, put them on a horse, and that was your Indian. And back in the day, even on the res, like a lot of natives, can you imagine watching that on TV? It's like you're sitting there going, "Oh wow, look, Mom, Indians." Say, Mom, what's that? Is that that's your people? What? Yahweh, Yahweh, We have many. Yes. Oh, did anybody have any questions so far? Okay, so the next song I'm gonna sing is let me see, I should sing so we have a lot of songs. We have songs for children and we have songs for adults, everyone. So this song is a song that would be for women doing the fancy shawl dance. Yeah, and you would see the girls dancing, and they would do these really nice moves, and this song would get very fast, and we call this Native American aerobics. So I'm gonna sing it faster, just a little bit, so you can see how fast the ladies would have to move, or the girls that are dancing would have to move. Okay. hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, yeah, yeah. How would you like to dance that fast? So this next song is a song, and it says that though we're from many different tribes, we are one. So let's dance in a circle together. This is called Oyate la Watupelo. Oyate Watupelo, Oyate Watupelo, hey, oh, hey, oh. Oyate kile, askate kile, oyate Watupelo, hey, oh, hey, oh. Well, yeah. Oh ya tequile, ascate kile, oh ya te watipelo, so now what I'd like for everybody to do, while I sing that song, just start coming around the circle clockwise. We can do this. Let's do this. All right? I'm going to sing the song, and you're just going to move around the circle, around the fire, okay? Just
Yeah,
right.
definitely.
Only veterans dance counterclockwise at powwow. If you ever go to a powwow and see someone dancing in reverse, that means that they're a veteran. Okay? That's another thing. Awesome. You're going to be virtually famous. All right, here we go. Come on around the circle. Hayate watipelo, hayate watipelo, oyate kile, yaskate kile, oyate watipelo, Oyate kile, askate kile, oyate watepelo, weya, heya, weya, weya, oyate watepelo, oyate watepelo, weya, oyate kile, askate kile, oyate watepelo, weya, heya, weya, oyate kile, askate kile, oyate watepelo, weya, heya, weya, Kile, askate kile, oyate watipelo, weya, heya, oyata, heya, weya, weya, heya, oyate kile, askate kile, oyate watipelo, weya, heya, weya, Ooh.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You guys did great. That was awesome. You guys did great dancing around there. Wonderful,
What language
wonderful.
is it, if I might ask? What language is
So
it?
You're on mute.
we have storytelling too. Yes. Lakota. The honor song to God, our creator. So this is a really good song. I love this song. I'm sorry. Pila Maya Yellow Chanupa Kile Ya Chewaki Yellow Tukashalaya Pila Maya Yellow Chanupa Kile Ya Chewaki Yellow Tukashalaya Pila Maya Yellow Way yo way haya way yo way haya way yo way yo Chonkaluta Namo Manielo Tukashilaya Pila Maya Yellow Chanupakileya Chewaki Yellow Tukashalaya Pila Maya Yellow Chanupakileya Chewaki Yellow Tukashalaya Pila Maya Yellow Way yo way haya way yo way haya way yo Chonkaluka Namo Manielo Tukashalaya Pila Maya Yellow Chanupakileya Chewaki Yellow Tukashalaya Pila Maya Yellow
That was good. That was very good singing. A lot.
This is a good song because we should always thank the Creator every day. You know, we have a pandemic going and many of our loved ones are gone, and family and friends. And each day we should thank the Creator for his goodness to us, for giving us all the things that we have. If you have a car, if you have money, if you have clothes on your back, if you have food, you should thank the Creator, thank the Lord for what he's given you. And never take anything for granted. We never take anything for granted. No, none of us. We always honor the Creator every day. Not just sometimes, but every single day. He is worth it. He gives us the moon and the sun and the stars every day, and he never stops. He always faithful to us. Always faithful to us. He always gives us air to breathe each day. And he is a good Creator. He loves each one of us. So we should always honor him at all times. Even one of the most amazing things is, if something bad happens to you, you should pray and ask him to teach you through what you're going through. Whatever it is, let me learn what it is you're trying to teach me from this. Let me not miss any lesson. And then have mercy on me. And in your mercy, heal me again. And he will do that. If you respect him and honor him, he will come back and he will touch you and you will be back. He will restore you. Oh. So one last thing that I wanted to talk to you about is that we have many songs. There's another song I'd like to sing, and basically it's that what I just spoke to you about. And it's really a cappella song. It's not really a drum song. So I'm going to sing it to you. And the song talks about that even though some things that go wrong, I know that you did this, Creator. And because I know you did this, that you're in control. When the Indian says that, I know you did this, he's saying that I know you're in control. And can you have pity on me? And can you heal me again? So it goes like this. Wani wachielo ateo makiayo. Wani wachielo ateana hene. Atena michikumiana hene yoa. Oshia chechichielo. Wani wachielo ateo makiayo. Wani wachielo ate amakiayo. Wani wachielo ate yana hene. Ate na michikumiana hene yoa. Wechone ye, wechone ye. Wechone ye, wechone ye. Wechone shokuki helona mawachie yana hene yoa. Wechone ye, wechone ye. Wechone ye, wechone ye. Wechone shokuki helona mawachie yana hene yoa. Wechone ye, wechone ye. Wechone ye, wechone ye. Wechone shokuki helona mawachie yana hene yoa. Oshia chechichielo. Wani wachielo. Ate amakiayo. Wani wachielo. Ate amakiayo. Wani wachielo. Ate yana hene. Ate na michikumiana hene yoa.
Beautiful. Thank you.
You know, I was reading. Thank you. I was reading. In America, you know, we all wear these nice clothes. You know, we have the sacred scriptures. We call the sacred road book. It says in Romans, I think it's 1. When in Rome, what does it say? Do as the Romans do. Yes. So technically, you're all supposed to be dressed like Indians. Everybody in America is supposed to be dressed as natives. Because if you're in Rome, right, you're gonna. There you go. We need some Indian outfits. Yeah. My father, Chief Black Hawk San Carlos, many years ago, in World War II and in Vietnam, a lot of per capita, more Native Americans signed up to fight in all the wars that our country has had. Of course, the country started fighting with us, against us. And then because we believe, our ancestors believe that we are to fight for Mother Earth, that we should protect her at all costs, natives enrolled. You didn't have to wait for the draft. They became soldiers. Any of you remember the Navajo Code talkers?
Yep.
Anybody?
Yeah.
You want to watch a movie called Wind Talkers. It talks about the radio men who in World War I, World War II, and in Vietnam, they were the radio men. Native Americans, Navajo, Apache, and Comanche created a language inside of the Navajo Code so that they can tell the radio men where their pinpoint fights were. That's how we won most of our battles. And the interesting about that is you had a man, you had soldiers that protected you. But if you got caught, one of our soldiers had to kill you as well, because they would torture you and you would reveal that code. And you would tell that they would do whatever they had to do to get that code. Well, our military have been very successful because of that, the Navajo Code. And so our many of our soldiers in this country have been warriors, and we continue to be warriors and take care of our people, the Mother Earth. And there was something you had said that you wanted to talk about. What was it? Oh, so I'm sorry. Got it. I'm sorry. So in the 60s, my dad started the Warrior Society. Many Native Americans didn't go back to the reservation because the reservations were horrible living conditions. And in wartime, they met friends and decided to move in with friends and move into the inner cities in New York and Brooklyn, Queens, Chicago. And so many of the natives that you see that's decided not to go back to the reservations because it was safer and nicer and cleaner to live outside. It was almost like night and day. Wow. And so my father started a group of native chiefs called the Warrior Society. 1994, we got the city of Mount Vernon to honor Native Americans. We were the first tribal group to get a city in America to honor Native Americans. And we have the proclamation at my uncle's house. My dad has passed on. My grandmother died at 100 years old, and she and my dad worked very hard for 10 years to try to get the city to recognize. And we are recognized. We were the first ones to get that. Also, in about almost 45 years ago, I started to gather, after I learned from my dad, to gather the Native Americans around the country. And there's a lot of people who have Native American ancestry, but they don't have a home. And there's a lot of natives, full natives, who also don't have a home, because some of them would adopt it out, and some of them don't know their heritage. Some of them don't know their culture. Just because they look native, they don't all know their native heritage. So I put together a tribal group, and the tribal group started with about 3 people. We're now 4,000 tribal members and growing every day. And we honor our ancestry, and we bring in the people who are native and also the people who are mixed native. If you're a mixed native and you don't have a home, guess what? You're now right in your virtual powwow grounds. And also we have tribal groups in every state, just about about 42 states. We have tribal groups around the country, and we don't some do live on a reservation, but most of us just right from our home. On Tuesday nights, we have conference call meetings where hundreds of people come, and we talk on the internet. And if you friend me, I'll give you that information. If you have a grandmother or grandfather that was Cherokee or Choctaw, Irish, a lot of the Irish men love the Cherokee women, so there's a lot of Irish, Cherokee, a lot of people, even the African American people, the 5 civilized tribes, the 5 tribes in the South, gave what the 5 civilized tribes were given slaves: the Choctaw, Chickasaw, Seminole, the Creek, and the Blackfeet. And they were given those slaves. And because we're natives, we didn't have a concept of slavery. We just gave them land and lived with them in peace. And today, some got married, some have children. There are a lot of African Americans in this country that have Cherokee, Choctaw, Chickasaw, Seminole. Actually, the word Seminole, anybody here knows what the word Seminole means? It means runaway. And that's what they did. A lot of the Africans and the Native Americans went down to Florida, and the soldiers didn't want to go down there. But they were also told to go pursue them. The tribe was so huge, and this is the truth. This is so cool. The Africans and the natives were so huge. When they came out to fight, the soldiers turned around and went back the other way. There were just too many. We can't do nothing about it. So the Seminole Nation is one of the largest nations, and Geronimo. My name is actually Geronimo. It comes from the story of Geronimo, real quick, so that you know. Geronimo's real name is Goyakile, or Goyakle in Apache. But I say Goyakile because it's easier to pronounce. And it means sleepy boy, or the one who sleeps. And so Geronimo grew up a very fierce warrior. He was a very fierce warrior. And he, of course, the people were going through many things. He used to fight with 2 knives in his hand. And he learned how to move and spin and roll. And it was Apache martial arts they developed. Very, very. This is where the United States get guerrilla warfare from the Apaches. You can Google that too if you don't believe me. But the United States, the colonials said that under the leadership of Geronimo, the Apaches were indestructible. And the Apache was such fierce fighters that the Geronimo wiped out 1,800 soldiers with 35 men, women, and children. 35. Wiped out 1,800 soldiers. That's how amazing of a fighters they were. Now, to make a long story shorter, the warriors, the B'nai Yehanoha Nation officially got recognized in 2002 in Illinois. I was awarded the Pioneer Award by City Councilman, after I got that award, I was asked to speak at many colleges, and I was flown around the country, the University of Texas. I was given an award there and some other places around the country. Thank you. And so we started to have group powwows. And as you know, this picture over here, wherever it is, I can't remember what it's behind that one, I think it is. And so we would travel together and we would meet at powwows. And so the thing is, we are a family. One of the biggest problems with our native people is the inability to work together. Iroquois, yeah. Oxen blue, yes, I got. And so our tribe brings the tribes together. Even the people who are not full native. So if you're here and you want a place amongst your people, but amongst native people, you come with us. We will welcome you. We'll teach you language. We'll teach you dance. We'll teach you everything you need to know about your native heritage. And you could go to thebnaitribe.com. Make sure you put the there. But it's the B'nai Tribe, B-I-N-A-Y tribe. And the word B'nai, it means mixed, but it has 2 meanings. You can Google the meaning. Yehanoha means prosperity and good fortune and prosperity, or blessings. It's like a blessings to you. That's what it means. And then B'nai means strong stone people, that we are solid and we are strong and we will continue and we will go forward. So we are called the B'nai Yehanoha Nation. And we started to say add nation years ago. After we passed 1,000 people, we were no longer just the B'nai tribe. But there's about 4,860 people in the tribe, and counting every day. Another person signs up and becomes a tribal member. Now, say you don't have any Native American ancestry, but you love Native people. You love the culture, you love the heart, you love the music, you love the heritage. We have adoptive tribal people. Natives back in the day, Chief Sitting Bull, we always adopted people that were honorable, people who had courage, people who were strong in their faith and belief, people who honored the Creator, and people who are about good medicine. Oh yeah, oh, 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 yeah, oh yeah, yeah, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, oh hey, oh hey, oh hey, oh yeah, oh hey, oh hey, oh hey, oh hey, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, oh hey, oh hey, oh hey, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, oh hey, oh hey, oh yeah, oh oh yeah, yeah, oh hey, oh hey, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, oh hey, oh hey, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh hey, oh hey, oh hey, oh hey, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, oh hey, oh hey, oh hey, yeah. Oh yeah, oh hey, oh hey, oh. All right, thank you. Awesome dancers out there. Thank you. Awesome, awesome. Ooh, ooh. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, Ashok. Thank you, everyone.